It'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the New England Patriots.
And they have laughed about it. Like, he dunked everybody because they thought it was funny. They said that he tried to break her neck, but couldn't, so he ended up strangling her.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to home.
Yeah, see that? You see how they act.
People like that do not need to be living and using our text dollars to eat good in person. They need to get him capital murder by death penalty after not even 6 months. You don't need to trial him.
Well, if they have any thoughts of coming in here and getting this road victory, that's not the way to start it out on the first play of the game.
But yeah, one thing you always say when you go on the road, take the crowd out of the game. They actually brought the crowd into it by permitting that sack right out of the gate. And you think that they're friends.
A situation they'll certainly want to avoid going forward. An early second and long they're facing. Here's Nix. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. A gain of 5. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
No.
To throw is Nix. He'll get that complete to Harrison. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
Everybody, then be openly happy with everybody, or nice to everybody. Y'all don't got to be nice to people y'all don't know. Even if somebody came up and they was
they'll go for it. Here's Nix. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon.
All right. They try to come and tell them.
Now Lawrence. Got Dobbs over the middle. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Romeo Dobbs, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Pats will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Some people are afraid, but you don't give nobody the benefit of the doubt. Nobody. You know what benefit of the doubt means?
And now a 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming.
Let's just say somebody
Lawrence going to look to throw for it. It's caught, and it's 8-0. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try, and they able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more bonus goes back on your ball club to try to pick themselves back up.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Off the play fake. Here's Nix. And he'll go right back to Lane. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Now it's Nix. Now he'll tuck this and run. And this is caught.
What the fuck?
Evan Ingram, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have cut the lead back down to 2.
How you doing?
Footing always a concern, but the extra points have been good. And this is now a 1-point game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Dave, at school.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
See y'all later.
4-4, their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes? Yes.
Love y'all.
Yes. Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Easy, 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 easy.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he's going to be touchdown, but he's got the first down.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Alright, so that.
A run for the first time for Bijan Robinson. And he'll be brought down to about the 42. From the 42-yard line, here's the second down and 9. Lawrence will throw. That one caught by Rice. You talk about this Falcon defense. They've been pretty solid against the pass. Toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 23. Lawrence.
No.
And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Incomplete on the deep ball.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Definitely could.
7th play of this drive coming up.
Definitely look it out here.
3rd down.
Hey, kill. Next side. 30 left. Take right open. Go, let's go.
Now Lawrence. Underneath for Miller. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
It's good.
But still a ways to go on 4th.
I'm almost done with this electrical program. So I do plan on working for being a somebody airline or something.
McManus is good. And the lead grows to 4. It's 11-7.
Yeah, aviation mechanic.
Drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks
Come on, man. We had took a tour at Delta one time.
don't want to
And
do that.
I was
In
talking
case,
to
they'll
this
take
one
the
guy.
field
This
goal
man
and
said
get
he
the
made
ball for the rest of the game.
120K his first year.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown.
And then the electrical program, my man, they say it's like only like what 100,000 people that's ever gotten this certificate worldwide.
For this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Next to the air. Going up top. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Lewis. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football. Here now, 2nd and 4. As they've got it as we resume action. Looking to throw Lawrence. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it with an eye. Dropped at the 1.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
And then from your big here, you can probably open a more day.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Lawrence on the sneak. And he'll get it. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful for the yard out. As his guys are able to extend their lead. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's taken down. Making his own 7. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Throwing Nix. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety.
All right, partner, Deuce is wild on this sequence. 2 plays, 2 sacks, and now 2 points thanks to the safety. Offensively, there just didn't seem to be much of a plan when they came out
go ahead and get them right, honestly.
A little chaos up front and set up one of their guys to make a play and get through and record the sack.
Looking to put a drive together. Here's Lawrence. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Right.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
They can just be whatever they want to be, honestly.
Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Oh, they got to do it.
The Patriots at
They
500
do
now,
it good.
4 on the year. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving
How you liking the new
encouragement
job?
as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful. Expect them to do just that.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. On play action, Lawrence. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
Let's go.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
That's good. First down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They'll give it up the middle to Miller. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Catch number 44 on the year. It's a first down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet, as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Red on red. Hey, Soko. 11. Take right open. Hey, kill.
Robinson, he'll try the left side. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
That is caught by Rice for a Patriots touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point for McManus is good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player,
and now the rookie's free. He's on his way. Touchdown, Falcons. Jaden Blue, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Boswell good with the extra point. And that cuts this lead down to 13. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Lawrence to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Robinson. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1.
They'll try to run forward with Miller. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give them the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few making bounce there.
Taking down back at the 34-yard line.
30 left. Go, go. Go, go. 13, Lou.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Go, let's go. 11. Think right open. 11, ag. Hey, kill.
Looking to throw. Lawrence.
That in that area is
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. This is fielded at the 27. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And it will be Falcon football. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Now a 2nd and 10. To throw, here's Nix. And that is incomplete.
This is old brain remembers. When I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 11. And the Falcons first down. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Falcons.
Nix looking to throw again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
From the gun on third down, it's Nix. He's got his target. That's complete. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
A 28-yard gain. And the Falcons first down.
Here's Nix. That ball caught by Harrison. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. 18 yards the gain for number 18. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Back to the air with Nix. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Good coverage yet again down here by the goal line. Everyone's blanketed, and he's forced to throw it away and try and come up with something on third down.
Two incompletions haven't moved him any closer, and likely throwing again, you'd have to think on third and goal here. A final shot before break. Nix. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Chimere Dike. As time expires in the first half. And the Falcons get a late touchdown here on the final play of the first half. Boswell for the extra point. And the lead will shrink to 6. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around and out. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will step out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. 76 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
13, Lou.
Now Lawrence. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Looking to put a drive together. Off the play fake. Nix. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
To throw is Nix. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. Now it's Nix. He'll try and do this himself. Boy, a dangerous throw there. Fortunate for him, it'll wind up incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away, and it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll go for it. Here's Nix.
Bro, you had the first. You had the first. You had the first.
And they did. Well, they've got the slim deficit, decided to go for it, hoping to keep the football score and erase that deficit. But, boy, deep in their own territory like that.
Let's just say that with that call, me and the head coach will agree to disagree. All right, but he knew he wanted to be aggressive there, as you pointed out. So I guarantee he told his defensive coordinator, have your guys up and ready. I'm going to go for it here. If we don't get it, just make sure they're ready to go out there and bail us out.
Lawrence will throw. Short throw caught by Pitts. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
A 46-yard attempt.
The kick by McManus is good. So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
And the Falcons, first down. It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Atlanta.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Nick's going to keep this himself. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43.
First down. It's a gain of 10. First down, Falcons.
They'll look to throw again. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
It's a gain of 25.
Here's Nix once more. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. That's complete to DK. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Nix to the air. Now he'll tuck this and run. That'll be complete to Blue. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Now we've got third and goal coming up, and can you imagine being in that hole, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. They'll try and throw. Here's Nix. Now he's going to step up and run. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Now it's Chris Boswell on for the field goal try.
A 27-yard attempt.
Boswell's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
Take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First and 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Adafe Owe there on the tackle.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play.
Looking there for puts, but intercepted. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10.
The 16-yard line.
Throwing Nix. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Jaden Blue. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Falcons strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that will put them on top here in the third. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one fielded in the end zone. He'll opt not to bring it out. A touchback, and they'll begin at the 30-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Second down and 3.
Brings up second and 3 at the Falcons' 46-yard line.
Lawrence. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Patriots first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Easy. Read a 44.
Now Lawrence. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Robinson up the middle. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. So they'll try to move the ball closer here on third down. A field goal from this spot would be just inside of 60 yards, 59 to be exact. Here's Lawrence to throw. Well, that's the third interception for Lawrence. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
On play action, here's Nix. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with second and a yard. Handoff, Blue running right. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The offense on third down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw, here's Nix. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he did not reel it in.
Oh, man, late in a tight ball game, every play so critical. You feel like you've got to find a way to come up with that football. That was put in a great spot, but it just didn't want to stick in his hands. That's a big letdown.
They're going. It's Nix. And he knocks the ball.
Nix, he is open, bro. Like, really shit. People get open niggas just don't have time.
Terrific field position.
He ran right by his bro.
Rip, 23.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 43-yard line.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Here's Lawrence. He'll try and do this himself. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. So he got 9 yards that time, but he needed 10, and it brings up 4th and 1.
Thanks to his effort, they now have a big choice to make here. He just ran them into field goal range with that one, so here come the choices. Do they kick it here, or do they trust him to make another big play and possibly get a first down?
Go, go. Here we go.
Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down the 15-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Easy.
It's 2nd and 8.
Now Lawrence to throw. They'll be caught by Rice. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
A gain of 6 makes it 3rd and 2.
Robinson will try to pick it up. But he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Robinson will take this one in. Touchdown, Patriots.
In as many coaches' meetings as we sit in, we hear the word finish all the time, don't we? And on that play, the back actually finished getting into the end zone, breaking the last tackle. Tried to wrap up, tried to use the proper technique, just wasn't able to get it done.
So now a big spot for the Pats as they'll go for 2.
Go. Hey, Ron!
Will line up for a 2-point.
Lawrence going to look to throw for it. On the RPO, and he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it, so a sack on a 2-point try.
36, Falcons 31.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. This is 1st and 10. They start the drive with a give to Blue. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 95 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
First down, Atlanta.
Nick's going to keep this himself. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Here's Nix. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 45-yard line. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. They'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A big play there. 45 yards. And the Falcons have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. They'll try and throw for it. And no, incomplete. They can't convert. So they tried to bump the lead up to a field goal. Instead, it stays at 1 here in the 4th. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, I'm gun. Let's go. Here we go.
Lawrence. Here's a screen for Robinson. He's got room past the 30. And he's all the way up to the 39-yard line that time. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
First down.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Here's 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And boy, now you see him, now you don't. Excellent move, nice run, winds up getting about 6.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Hey, go.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And a short gain down to about the 33. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
33-yard line.
Here's Lawrence. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Robinson. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's third down.
Hey, son.
Back to throw. Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Two timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. Back to the ground with Robinson. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Well, that is the definition, Charles, of delivering under pressure. The game-winning potential. There's still a little time left on the clock, but the potential game-winning drive, and it was well executed.
I think we're going to remember this possession for a long time. We called a bunch of games, but how about how they got it done down the stretch? Absolutely terrific. Barring some type of miraculous play in this last half minute, I think that touchdown just earned them the win. They really came up clutch when they needed it.
The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And this is going to be caught.
Hey, stop with the bullshit.
So it's incomplete. Another try, 2nd and 10 now. He's back to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Patriots are going to hang on